Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Wednesday, April 1st. Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
And good morning, Yas Money.
Buenos dias.
And good morning, Tucson. We are 48 hours away or less than for beef games happening at St. Philip's Plaza, Union, 7 to 9. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be talking up that, and we have a lot to get to today. Bear down. We're getting closer to that Final Four appearance. Woo! Yes. Got to start off the show with the major announcement, though. I am pregnant.
With what?
Yeah, with twins.
With twins?
With twins, yes.
Twins, Basil.
Yes. You brought Twinkies for breakfast? All right, don't get me distracted. April Fools. Obviously, it's April Fool's Day. That's the only April Fool's joke
Man. Son of a gun.
I'm going to do.
Fool.
I know.
You got me.
I know I did. Well, it's because it's early. And obviously.
You guys, I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'm like, you have to have sex to get pregnant. Called out her celibacy. No. Okay, so yes, that is the only cheesy April Fool's joke that I'm going to do. But obviously, April Fool's Day is today, so there's going to be lots of cheesy jokes elsewhere. So be alert.
I was so not alert because it's Beef Games Eve, and that's all I was thinking about. How it's tomorrow, and we're excited. And so because of that, it was a distraction.
Well, I'll tell you what.
April Fool's.
I could have went in and tried to do some kind of elaborate April Fool's Day joke because, I know that we're focused on beef games the next, on Thursday. But in reality, when it comes to like radio law and rules, you basically can't do anything. Nick Cannon ruined it for everybody.
What?
Yeah, he did something, some kind of stupid prank where he freaked out on air or something. I forgot exactly what it was, but I just know that the Nick Cannon rule is in a place. And if you're looking it up, Kendall, let me know if you find anything. But yeah, like when it comes to liabilities and April Fools, it just, when it comes to radio, the lawyers ain't having it. And they're and beyond the official rules that corporate would hand down saying, okay, don't prank this, don't lie about that. There are a bunch of unofficial rules that society should actually follow for April Fool's Day.
Yeah, I think you violated one of them.
Which was what?
Pretending to be pregnant when you're not. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, you saw that on the unofficial rule list? As a dude, I can get away with it, though. I mean, I look like I'm 6 months.
That might be an exception. That might be. I'm not sure on that logistic.
Right. Like, you haven't seen it, but I have male organs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah, but I would get canceled for sure if I had done that joke.
For
I
sure.
said I was pregnant.
Well, I wouldn't believe you because you'd be crying, being like, I don't think abortion is legal anymore.
Oh, my God.
It's technically not. Okay, so here are the top 5 unofficial rules of April Fools. So that way you don't find yourself in the wrong if you attempt to be a prankster today, okay? First off, number 5, they say target wisely. Smart etiquette is to play pranks on people you know well. So don't be pranking strangers or pranking like some unhoused person on Speedway and Almanon because you'll get shanked. I'm just trying to prevent people from getting shanked.
Well, that's also maybe just a little ethically wrong to do.
That's true. I mean, again, you want to prank up. Don't prank down.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, all right.
Good rule.
Yeah. No illegal activities. Should go without saying, but, I got it. For our audience, it's worth repeating. No illegal activities. Certain people need to be reminded of this for sure. All right. Number 3, you must reveal the prank. So a successful prank must be followed by the reveal. Like, voila, gotcha. Don't let it sit. You can't reveal it on April 3rd. It's a one-day prank rule.
It's hard. You want to let it simmer and just sit there and just build. But it's right. There should be like a time, like a 30-second, max where you reveal it.
Right. Yeah. I have a meeting today after the show, and I'm like, should I?
No.
Okay.
No.
I see. That's good. I'm glad you're my consultant, and I will take that because I'm tempted to prank away. I'm gonna pull out my prank shank.
You're gonna do it anyways, but I'm gonna tell you right now, don't.
Okay, fair enough. And in the little voice in the back of my head's like, You guys told me not to do this.
I
You'll
am
have
the
a
voice.
little Yas angel on one shoulder, then you'll have a little devil Kendall on one shoulder.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know, I'll slap you in the
Do
back of the
it.
head, and then you'll remember that pain when you go into the meeting.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, to reveal the prank, this marks the end and clarifies the situation was a joke. So traditionally, this is supposed to happen by noon. So like noon, yeah.
Huh.
The noon deadline is an unwritten rule. So this has been a guideline for a while, but it doesn't always get mentioned. The fooling stops at noon, and any pranks must be revealed by them. So anyone who attempts a prank after midday is considered the April Fool themselves. So don't become the April Fool. In some areas, there's an old rhyme. It's April Fool's Day past and gone. You're the fool for making one. It doesn't really rhyme. Maybe I'm the fool for reading that limerick.
Is it a haiku?
Yeah, it might as well be. And then finally, in these unwritten rules for April Fool's Days, if you want to, participate and have some fun, do know that the number one rule is do not harm. So April Fool's pranks are meant to make people look foolish and kind of inconvenienced, but not genuinely distressed or in pain. Right. So try to avoid anything that might cause anxiety, like fake health issues. I mean, like, oh, I'm dying. Or
I was going to say that needs to be a rule. Don't like fake to chop off your finger and blood squirting out everywhere and everyone's in a panic.
That's a little extreme.
Well, I work in restaurants, so that's like a legit thing that people like to do because it's so easily believable to just say, oh, I chopped my finger off,
Oh.
Yeah. You know what a good restaurant prank is saying like going up to any random girl that you work with, be like, I have chlamydia. I'm sorry. Because restaurant employees hook up nonstop, right? And so if one person has chlamydia, they
The
all
whole
have
team.
chlamydia, right?
Yep.
And then you end up pranking the whole restaurant.
It sounds a little too close to home, like to be a prank. Like that's just like their day-to-day lives. That's not even funny.
Yeah, well, I know.
I think I've just forgotten all about April Fools. It's my best friend's birthday too, so it's like I celebrate his birthday. We celebrate his birthday, and I don't even think about April Fools.
Is that a rule? You can prank someone on April Fools even if it's their birthday?
I think it's a double rule. I think you must.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Let me call him right now.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Or basically, when you give them a gift, you give them a gift that's literally like a $5 gift card or like an I owe you something, you know what I mean? And then be like, oh, great, you owe me like, one In-N-Out burger. And then
I'll give him a little gift card.
Yeah, exactly. And then you surprise them with the real gift. As far as April Fools, most of us are over it. Only 46% of people say they find that the pranks amusing, while 40% find them annoying. Another 14%, it's a case-by-case thing, right? But the majority of the American public is kind of like moving past it. Like when they open up the news and read it every single day, it's like, are we not getting pranked every single day?
That's true.
At this point, we're just kind of over all different types of questionable behavior.
Yeah.
But either way, happy April Fool's Day to you if you celebrate. Now, what we have to give away today, of course, we started off the show with Cypress Hill. So at 8 o'clock, we are going to hook you up with tickets for Cypress Hill. Ooh. We also have tickets for the Pima County Fair, so you can check out Chevelle. And on top of that, we'll give you an opportunity to win $2,026. All that and more in store, so keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, Beef Vegan Presents. But you know the name of the show, Tucson.
Let's go.
That's Yas making fun of how I say let's go in the morning. But all right, we're back. Kendall and I hanging out here on the podcast broadcast. A lot of things to cover and react to. We're going to have some trailers to share with you. But as promised on the air, I said I have this Florida man story. And there's video, so I'm going to show this video of this cocaine dealer
who
had cocaine thrown at his head while the police were arresting him.
I'm excited to see this guy.
And speaking of which, but not speaking of which, shout out Sparky. I see you, Sparky, on the stream. Not that you have anything to do with cocaine, but, yeah. All right, so let's see how embarrassing this may turn out. This is the drug deal in progress. This happened. Bobby Johnson's the name of the cocaine dealer, Florida man.
Good old Bobby J.
Who, when cops came up, allegedly he had a bag of cocaine thrown at his head while cops were coming up to him. So they basically caught him red-handed and maybe covered in dust, which would be fantastic too. Something out of a movie. Did you see that? Was that a dog running?
Where is this camera POV from?
These cops, man, they're just everywhere.
Are they like up on a roof somewhere?
Big Brother, man. I don't
helicopter?
know. Yeah, it's super good. It's definitely not a helicopter, but they're, because you would kind of hear the helicopter.
Or maybe a drone?
Could be a drone. I'm telling you, Big Brother, dude. Cameras everywhere. Just know
Yeah.
Hands!
this.
Hands!
There he goes, right there.
Hands!
It was 2 big ass bags
Get
of
that
cocaine that hit him.
Hands!
Boom. That's your coke, man.
Hands! Hands!
Ah.
Get that car. Hey, get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Like,
Get on the
you arrested me
ground.
for? I don't have any cocaine. You saw it. It was
Lay
flying
on your
cocaine.
stomach.
It was
Don't worry
mine.
about your phone. Lay on your
My
stomach
car,
and
it's
put your
fine.
hands out.
Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, those dogs are about to
poor
get
cops.
high as hell. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
no.
cocaine. Yeah,
Talk about drug sniffing dogs.
I'm telling you.
These ones are off the clock, though.
That's the guy who ran.
It's got to be a drone. Ooh, you got your Dunkins.
Shout out. Yeah, my
They got
Dunkin'.
any donuts in there, too?
Yeah, I've been getting hooked up at my Dunkin' food too. So shout out to them. They give me free coffee every day. Come on.
Volusia County Sheriff's Office! Hands on the ground!
Yeah, he's done. All right, so that was
All right.
Bobby Johnson getting arrested there, Florida Man of the Day. Fantastic.
Mhm.
And those are huge bags of cocaine. It's just immediately like they would have got away with it. Oh, cops here, these are yours, not mine, officer. You saw they're not mine. I don't have them, right? Like no, we saw they went from you. You still get the assist. All right. Basketball rules apply when it
Right.
comes to drug dealing. And since you made the pass and it came from you, you also get the points on your record. They were all arrested. And the guy who ran away apparently was the ringleader. And he got caught. He didn't even seem to run that fast. Like he knew he was going to get caught.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
wasn't really trying.
I know. Interesting. So with that, we're going to get on the air here and do a little tease. That's Blur, Damon Armin right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Of course, also the lead singer of Gorillaz, who are having a fantastic year. Just recently performed on SNL for the very first time, doing the songs that basically made that career. That's off of 2001. And they haven't really put that many great songs together since, but still very, very buzzworthy band. Okay, give me a song that the Gorillaz have released that is a smash in the last 5 years. Their last album, I will say this.
I was going to say, didn't I have to look?
This last album is
Yeah.
okay. And they have some things, but they've definitely put out some stinkers in between that just did not make sense. And trust me, I vibe with weird stuff. All right.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's been some big swings and big misses with the Gorillaz. But right now, I feel like their last
Oh.
album kind of brought them back. What do you think?
Well, their latest album came out February 27th.
Yes.
Have you listened to that one
I
yet?
have.
Or you mean the one before that?
No, I mean the ones before that. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, yes. But yeah, this last record is the closest to form that they've gotten since their debut.
Mhm.
And I will say that. But we'll see and that's why they're kind of getting that buzz again.
Mhm.
But either way, that was Blur. I mean, Damon Albarn, there's no taking away from his legacy and his career. He's obviously made several timeless classics from 2 different bands.
Mhm.
And he's also been a contributor, producer, songwriter for several other hits. So yeah, I'm not taking anything away from him. Sometimes though, it gets a little too experimental and it just doesn't stick. So that happens. You know, but they're back. This last album is the best album that they put out in years.
Mm.
And I will say that. All right. So coming up on the podcast broadcast, we're going to react to the Supergirl trailer that was just released. So if you haven't seen it, you can watch along with us right now. And we come back, we'll get to the headlines with Kendall right after music from Pierce the Veil. Here's So Far, So Fake. I'm Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, let's do this Supergirl trailer. I'm excited about this. What do you know about Supergirl?
I am not familiar with this at all. Is this the one where she has a dog or something?
Yes, she has crypto, and she's like an alcoholic. This is the Supergirl. This
Oh,
is James.
awesome.
This is James Gunn's Supergirl, right?
Mhm.
And she is a hot mess, right? She has issues, and that's essentially the premise on this. And what people are freaking out about mostly is that Jason Momoa is back playing Lobo, and it's perfect casting. This character is a character that Jason Momoa has wanted to play for
Mhm.
years and finally gets it. This is his dream role. And so let's see if we see Jason Momoa and the new Supergirl in this trailer that was just released today. Let's check it out.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. You know, I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people.
They use a real dog.
Well, miss, wherever you are, buddy.
You know, there's going to be great music when James Gunn's. You know, it's probably going to get booted off of Instagram real quick because there's playing music.
Copyright.
And, yeah, Instagram is super strict on that. So don't be surprised if this stream on Instagram drops.
Look, almost by definition runs out.
No!
What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person.
Absolutely not.
He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
Oh no! Oh no.
It's a crime of the Yellow Hills. He murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop.
There he is.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, huh? A lot of suffering.
I can't see when I cried too.
There's no.
Pause that right there on there. You know, the only thing that always like kind of throws me off is like Superman's supposed to get the power from the sun, right? But when she's on a different planet, the same rules apply, same sun, you know. I mean, what's the deal there? But I don't want to be too much of a nerd. Rock 1 2.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We just watched about 3/4 of the Supergirl trailer. Looks beautiful, looks fun. Of course, it's in the James Gunn universe, DCU, that, you know, obviously was kind of rebranded and started off hot with the Superman movie, and it's a continuation of that. So very excited about that. It looks pretty good. Well, you know, watch a little bit more of that here in a minute, but we got some headlines to get to, Kendall. So a lot of things happening in the news. So what caught your attention this week?
Well, there is a small Texas town called Big Tussle, and officials say more than 70 Bug Tussle road signs have been stolen over the years by thieves who apparently appreciated the name.
Bug Tussle. What is the appeal of a Bug Tussle sign?
I don't get it.
Yeah. Now, I understand if your street name is Mary Jane, those signs get stolen all the time.
Right.
I lived on a street called Shangri-La, and juggalos would steal that street sign about once every 6 months, just because, you know. So, yeah, if it's a cool, stonerific street sign, it's going to get jacked. But Bug Tussle doesn't sound like that cool of a name.
Maybe it's some new Gen Z slang that we don't know. Bug Tussle.
Yeah, well, they got to start spray painting street signs. I get that. All right, what else is happening?
An Austrian man broke the Guinness World Record for the most uninflated balloons passed through the nose and then out the mouth in 1 minute. Did you see this?
I didn't, but tell me you do cocaine without telling me you do cocaine.
Yeah.
You're right.
He did it 10 times.
Ugh.
A whole balloon.
So, you know, when he has a runny nose, he just puts in like a handkerchief on one side, pulls out the other, and just goes.
I saw like the first like 2 balloons, and I was like, that's disgusting. That's enough.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. You think he pulls out that parlor trick on dates? Like, hey, baby, you want to see a hidden talent?
Probably not the first date, maybe the third date.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it'd be wise to show that trick off after you've already made it all the way. You know, once you cement the relationship, then say, by the way, I can do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Not sure how that's going to help in the bedroom, but.
No. All right. What else you got?
Authorities in Ohio urged residents to use caution because an escaped ostrich was spotted running loose near a roadway. Absolutely terrifying.
You know, there's been a couple escaped animals here just in the past week. There was, I think, an Asian elephant was one, and a kangaroo was able to hop over a fence. But they were able to track down that kangaroo and gently kind of convince it to come back into the car and go back to the zoo. So these zoos, they got to get on. You know, this is not something that's happening here at Reed Park. I mean, we know how to keep our animals enclosed, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll let you decide. But, you know, I mean, as far as animals escaping these zoos, it's happening a lot.
Would you rather encounter a wild a kangaroo on the loose or an ostrich on the loose?
You know what? I would have to box the kangaroo, right? And so
you're gonna have to box the big bird too.
Look, ostriches, they're like dinosaurs, right? They're mean AF, dude. We know, like, you come across an angry ostrich, you're getting messed up for sure, right? Both these animals, as adorable from afar, are dangerous up close. You know, but I have seen guys win boxing fights with kangaroos, and I'm not saying I'm a scrapper, but I would at least get a shot in. I feel like I'd get a shot in because as strong as their punches are, I don't think they have good defense. So, you know, as long as they don't kick me, I'm fine, but they could do that too.
Well, come see Beef Vegan tomorrow night at Union, box a kangaroo for beef games.
Our lawyer wouldn't sign off on that, thankfully. What else going on?
All right, a French woman has just married her true love, a public transit tram, specifically train number 3013.
Okay. So I know for a fact she's running a train on her honeymoon.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's
quite
fact.
Literally.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Inanimate objects and marrying inanimate objects. I mean, even a train won't be faithful to you in the long run.
Exactly. I mean, there's tons of people getting on and off that all day.
That's what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to pick something better that would, you know,
a
less
better
likely to break your
inanimate
heart.
object. Yeah.
Right. Well, if you had to marry an inanimate object, what would it be?
Oh, man. Probably a couch.
Okay, yeah, I'm married to my couch. My ass is like glued to it.
Yeah, they're pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Tell me you're lazy without telling me you're lazy.
Mhm.
All right, we got a theme going on here. What else you got in headlines?
All right, Natural Light has just launched Lawn Brew, a fertilizer made from spent beer grains.
Okay.
It's designed to help lawns grow greener and thicker.
I'm for that. Now, I'm surprised because I know when I've like pee beer in like backyard, I kill grass.
Yeah.
But, you know, and this is the other way around. I've seen fertilizer turned into beer, and that's a hard no.
Whoa.
Now, turning the beer into fertilizer, that's a hell yes. I think that's fantastic, especially if it's recycled and everything else. So, yeah, I like that idea.
I mean, next thing we're going to be doing Gatorade, you know, full idiocracy mode.
It has electrolytes, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it works, it works. So, you know, this seems like it would work, and that's the design, so I'm all for it. All right, anything else catching your attention in headlines?
We got one more.
Okay.
A Brazilian rainbow boa snake living in England city of Portsmouth College gave birth to 12 babies without a male. And this isn't the first time.
Really?
So I believe that means it's asexual.
It's kind of
because
asexual.
it's like how starfish reproduce too. Like they don't need anybody.
And
They
this
just
is an
do it.
anomaly. This is something that they don't. That species is not necessarily known to be doing in the past, and this is a new one. It's a rainbow boa.
A rainbow boa snake, which sounds super cool.
Yeah, I think honestly, this should be like a logo or a spirit animal.
Mhm.
For like LGBTQ plus that will, you know, like single parents and things like that, right?
Mhm.
You know, asexuals out there. I know this. Now this is a stretch, right? Okay, so obviously I watch the show The Challenge. It's a reality competition show.
We know this about you.
Yes. And there's a girl on there, Nicole. She's a lesbian firefighter.
Mhm.
And she recently got artificial insemination, right? And she's carrying twins right now. She's pregnant with twins.
Mhm.
She has no partner, right? She has no girlfriend, nothing, right? She's
Wow.
raising kids like she wanted to be a mother.
Yeah.
So she did this
Right.
process to be a mother by herself. That rainbow boa is her spirit animal. Is that not? Is that not like if you were to put
Yeah.
something on a flag that represents who you are as a person,
Mm-hmm.
for her, the lesbian with no partner that's giving birth to twins that just said, I'm going to be a parent, boom, that's rainbow boa.
I mean, you're kind of a single parent. Maybe it's a single parent symbol.
I did it with someone.
Oh.
Yeah. And I didn't choose to be a single parent, you know,
No.
and it was a woman.
But it worked out that way.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah, keep bringing up my past trauma, how no one will love me and I have to do things on my own. I get that. But that's not my spirit animal,
I'm just
rainbow
trying
boa.
to say you're a beautiful boa snake. Just
No,
take the compliment.
I think we would have to pick a different animal on this that would fit my trauma better.
Okay.
Yeah, so rainbow boa, not my animal, but Nicole from the real world. Yeah, I think that's spot on. So, all right, there's your headlines. Let's hit the reset, but we'll continue watching this trailer for Supergirl, and we have the new Masters of the Universe trailer that I want to check out. And we got more coming up after music from Alice in Chains. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, so, yeah, see, I'm not a rainbow boa. I'm more like a...
What are you, like
a legless sloth? No.
What are you, like a salmon swimming upstream? What are you, going against the current, going against the norms?
I don't think any of those. In fact, actually, you guys tell me what my spirit animal may be and be as mean as possible. I'm fine with that, okay? All right, I'm a slab of beef. Yeah, cow laying down. Yo.
You're the cow after it's been cow tipped?
Okay, yeah, possibly. All right, let's watch a little bit more. There's only about 30 seconds left of this trailer for Supergirl. Let's check.
Home without you, buddy.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Lobo's supposed to be a bad guy, but apparently, he may be good, then he may be bad. But
a little bit of both.
Jason Momoa really loves this character, wanted to sink his teeth into it, and it's coming out here soon in June. So see if there's anything at the end. Nope, just to sell. Awesome. All right, well, that's a Supergirl trailer. Let's see. Earlier this morning, we did an Arizona edition of Morning Moron. It involved two dudes figuring out a way how to launder money that's kind of ingenious. It's somewhat our stupid genius of the week, and in case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out. Rock on 2.1 KFMA's Beef Vegan Presents. That was zombified by Falling in Reverse. It's now 6:16 and time for your Morning Moron. Let's do it. Today's Morning Moron is actually, I'll be honest with you, kind of genius. I mean, they are criminal. They did get caught. So they will be considered morning morons. But what they did to get caught is kind of mind-blowing. All right. Now, these are two Arizona men. So these are in our own backyard, but northern Arizona. Okay. They got arrested when they were suspected in what deputies called a bill washing scheme. Okay, so you heard of like laundering money, right?
Right.
This is a new form of that and a new form of counterfeiting that I've legitimately never heard before. So apparently, investigators say the suspects were taking real money, like $1 bills and $5 bills, removing the ink from said bills, then reprinting them as higher denominations like $100 bills. And then in that, you still have the little blue strip. You still have all the different, prints in the paper that show if it's counterfeit or not.
There's a few tells to look out for, on money.
Yeah, as far as whether or not it's counterfeit, right? But when it's reprinted, it makes it almost impossible to be able to tell. Now, they were able to tell eventually, and they tracked these two men down. Now, the reason the criminals do this is because, again, the paper is still real U.S. currency, which makes the fake bills harder to detect. Deputies search a suspect's vehicle in Ash Fork, Arizona. Never been. Sounds methy.
Sounds methy. Anything in Naz does.
And found a suitcase with a safe inside. When they opened it, they discovered special currency paper, ink, gloves, and partially printed $100 bills. Essentially, a smoking gun. Authorities say the operation had the potential to produce about $1.25 million in fake money.
Dang.
Yeah, and it's a scheme where it's like you take one of the counterfeit bills, you buy something, say low value, you get a bunch of change back. You ask for smaller bill denominations, you're good to go.
That's
or
right.
you just take the 20s, go to the bank, ask for smaller bill denominations instead of like 81s. Now you have $8,000. I mean, honestly, as dumb as it is to do this, brilliant in the same way. It's like like our stupid genius of the week, basically.
I agree.
Now, the suspect's 40-year-old Lee Clark, that's why he's morning moron, and Kenna, you can't even spell Kenneth right, were arrested on several forgery and fraud charges. So to recap, I mean, these guys tried to do laundry with money, and now they're going to get 3 meals a day and a prison jumpsuit. So honestly, might be the only outfit that you can't wash into $100 bill. So yeah. And
it doesn't say how much time they're doing. How much time is that?
Well, they haven't gone through trial yet.
Oh, it's a lot. Counterfeiting has to be.
Yeah, and
lot.
destroying
fraud. Like it's unforgivable.
Fraud and destroying all those bills, and it's government property. I mean, they are going to throw the books at them, and if they could take those books and then wash them into $100 bills, then good for them. But unfortunately, that won't get them far where they're going. And for that, both these 2 Arizona men are got to be today's Morning Moron. We have a call. Rock 1, who's this?
This is Jack.
Jesus Christ, Jack. You're at 11. Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm great.
What's
Good
going
to hear
on?
you. Thanks for taking the call. I'm glad to be here. Very excited.
Yeah. What are you excited about? Why are you calling us?
Because I could beat anybody at last word.
Okay.
I'm smarter than all of you. I'm going to win. I'm looking forward to beating you guys and proving how dumb you are.
Okay, so are you saying you're coming to beef games and you're going to beat everyone at last word?
Yes, I am here for beef games, and I am going to beat everyone at last word. Yep.
I mean, I don't know where to go with this, Jack. I mean, you're calling.
And then I'm going to go away, and you're never going to hear from me again, and you're all going to be like, wow, that guy was amazing. We've got to get him, and you'll never find me again.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very interesting, Jack. I mean, if you're so good at the last word, well, then I guess I want to play a game. Let's see. I said I want to play a game. Why isn't that working?
Oh, no.
There it is. Okay. All right. With that said, well, why don't we play a round of the last word? I'll let you go against Kendall and then Yas. If you beat Kendall, you can go against Yas. But if you lose in the last word, then you're not as good as you say you are. And I'll go out and say this. You won't be able to play the last word at beef games at St. Philip's Plaza. So now, since you called in, coming in hot, saying that you're like some kind of last word champ, if you don't beat my co-host now, then any game you get drawn for, if it's the last word, you'll automatically be disqualified from that game. Are you ready for that type of responsibility?
Yeah, I'm ready for that kind of responsibility. Bring it.
I don't see this guy.
With great ego comes great responsibility.
All right. Well, let's see. 30 seconds on the clock will begin when I finish asking Kendall this question. Kendall will start things off because ladies first. All right. Here we go. Kendall, name something someone always does on a first date that's a huge red flag. Go.
Kissing.
Okay. Kissing.
Not paying for the bill.
There you go. Yeah.
Having rude opinions.
Okay. Jack.
No deodorant.
Yep. All right. Kendall.
Not ironing your clothes.
Okay. Jack.
Talking about the self too much.
Okay. Kendall.
Let's see.
Don't let Jack win.
Don't say that.
Oh my God! This guy.
You got my head, Pete.
Oh,
you
come
have to
on! All right.
say that.
Jack, you got the first one.
Oh my God, yes.
So
please.
one down. You have to beat Yas, and if you beat Yas, I will automatically allow you to play last word at Beef Game, St. Philip's Plaza tomorrow night between 7 and 9. Okay, and then I'll let you play for the Shinedown tickets or something. Okay.
Sweet.
All right,
You're going down, Yas.
Yeah, I don't know if you deserve this type of responsibility, but okay.
Give me a good one, Beef.
Okay. All right, here we go. We'll start off with you, Yas.
Okay.
All right. 30 seconds on the clock will begin with this. Name something couples argue about constantly. Go.
Instagram.
Okay, Jack.
Money.
Yes.
Parents.
Okay, Jack.
Dinner.
Okay, yes.
Kids.
Yes, Jack.
Time together.
Okay, yes.
Picking somewhere to eat.
Okay, Jack.
I did that one already.
That's
not
right.
fair.
You're right. Jesus. He knows the rules better than us. Yes, hurry up. Oh no! The goddamn you let Jack win! Oh
no! I'm blowing my whistle on Jack tomorrow at the Beef Games.
Oh my gosh!
This
Blowing
guy,
it right in his ear.
Jack. I will say this. I mean, you had the braggadocio. You called in confident. Yeah, and you dominated in the last word. You may be the best last word contestant, but you're gonna have to bring your skills to Beef Games tomorrow night to prove it and see if you can beat people on the stage in front of everybody at St. Philip's Plaza. You down for that?
Oh, I'm down. I'm looking forward to it. Already got my bags packed.
All right. Well, just be a little nicer, okay? You know, I mean, we're all friends here. Well, we're trying to be, anyways.
No.
Jesus.
All right. We'll see you there.
He's in it to win it.
Yeah, that was interesting meeting Jack this morning. Out of nowhere, calling, talking shit, and then dominating. I know it was early, though.
Real jag off.
No excuse. Jag off. I named that clip, actually, Jack Off. But all right, we are back. We're going to talk Tiger Woods update here on the air in just a minute. And then we have another trailer that we're going to react to. I was a huge fan of Masters of the Universe He-Man growing up. I had all the toys, watched the cartoons, didn't realize how homoerotic it was until I was older. And then at that point, I'm like, well, okay, and they can't say that cartoons program a guy because I was very, what is it? Girl chasing, I guess. I mean,
hetero?
Yeah, super hetero. I'm like the most hetero guy, for sure. But the Masters of the Universe trailer does look okay, but right now I'm leaning towards Supergirl. So I guess that's the gayest thing I've said all day.
Yeah.
Let me show you, of course, obviously it's April Fool's Day today, and that's when companies like to play their April Fool's Day jokes. There was one cake design house that went viral with this April Fool's Day post. That's pretty funny. I want to show you real quick. It is a cake with Jesus on it that says YOLO, and then just kidding, Happy Easter. I thought that was pretty clever because obviously, Easter or Jesus didn't live just once.
Right.
He's resurrected, lived twice.
Or lives forever. He's eternal, maybe?
Yeah, but, died and then came back. So it's not YOLO.
Right.
It's YO-TO.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only, whatever. Rock 1 2.1 Camp, man. Welcome back, Beef Finger Presents. Before we talk about Tiger Woods, I will show you this other April Fool's Day prank that companies like to do, big businesses. I just showed this cake of Jesus on a cake that says YOLO, and then just kidding, because, of course, Jesus lived more than once. And then Hyundai got into the fun, and they revealed a new car that they were rolling out that was basically one of their Hyundais, but then turned into a stretch limo. And they posted this online saying coming soon. And this is the image of that. Now it looks great. Looks like AI did a great job of putting that together, but that is 100% fake.
Yeah.
So just a reminder, don't fall for anything online today. There's going to be a lot of things posted, probably from your aunts, uncles, things like that.
Yeah.
Facebook is going to be a lot of tomfoolery. Just remind yourself today is April Fool's Day. And try not to be the fool that falls for any of these pranks.
I'm going to be paranoid all day.
And you should. Now, we talked about the unwritten rules of April Fools at the beginning of the show today, and it does state in those rules that all pranks must be submitted by noon. After noon, it's not fair play. So, if you feel like you got to get it out of your system, do it before noon. You got a couple hours, and that's it. And I would even say by Eastern Standard Time, and that means you're 30 minutes past the clock, can't do it no more.
You're real lucky I forgot it was April Fool's Day.
I know. I got you distracted by Beef Games, which is a great distraction. I'm happy for that. Let's talk about Tiger Woods real quick. Here's an update of what's going on with the golf legend. Of course, very heartbreaking that he continues to have this, addiction and these demons that he's been battling now for over 20 years. And it really took him off his pedestal. Tiger Woods was a once-in-a-lifetime premier athlete that changed the game of golf and rose it to levels it's never seen before. And it's continued to ride off the success just based off of how good he was. And at his peak, then everything started to crumble. And it turns out in hindsight, it could all come down to one thing. And it wasn't his infidelity and, his relationships, which of course were not great as well. But it really comes down to his drug addiction, which is very sad, right? He has an opioid addiction, an addiction that has claimed many in this country because for a while there, it was the go-to prescription of all pharmacists because it was pushed hard by pharmaceutical companies. All this has been documented. Of course, there's been settlements. Those settlements are pennies on the dollar, and lobbyists won again, and the victims continue to be America. In fact, actually, in this situation that we're in, right, we always talk about polarizing politics, and they're always vilifying certain subjects where it's immigration or whatever the case may be, right? There's always a big boogeyman out there, and they say, oh, okay, there's immigrants come in and they kidnap children. Okay, who has anyone in your personal circle or anyone outside your circle has ever been a victim to this? And the answer in most cases is going to be a no, right? But when you ask the question, have you been personally affected by someone who's been addicted to opioids? Have you lost someone in your life because of opioid addiction? Mm-hmm. The answer is yes, times 10.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of people that I've lost in my life is more than any war. Has been to opioid addiction. That's been the issue of this country, and big business and pharmaceutical companies, they profited while literally destroying an entire generation and taking people out. Now, Tiger Woods is a victim of this, and he has not let go of his addiction grip, right? It's still all part of the same battle that started 20 years ago in this country. And I think it's important to kind of bring up and point out, because there is a villain to this story. And unfortunately, our hands are tied because, again, big business rules all of us, right? And money makes the rules in this country. So with Tiger Woods being arrested, the good news is he is seeking treatment. He said, and I quote, "I know and I understand the seriousness of the situation I find myself in today. I am stepping away for a period of time to seek treatment and focus on my health." He added that he's taking whatever time is needed to, quote, return in a healthier, stronger, and more focused place, both personally and professionally. Now, it's not clear what he's seeking treatment for, but I think we all know, right? And he claims that his transgression was looking down at his phone, which is not a good sign, because if you're making excuses as to why you flip your car, and it's not because I was on opioids and I was just looking at my phone, it's like, no. No, it was the lack of reaction time, because the opioids is the reason why you flipped your car, not because you looked at your phone. You looked at your phone, it's a distracted driver, but then you were too slow to look back up, and you got in that single car accident because you were high. And that's important to point out.
But this is a lesson he's not learned from.
I know.
Historically. So I do agree with the, addiction taking its toll, creating victims, but at the same time, especially Tiger Woods, this mofo privileged, okay?
Yes.
Like, he's got resources. Like, he could easily... I don't know if he's already made this statement before, right? I'm sure he's gotten treatment before. So
you don't have empathy because it's a reoccurring thing. And at this point, seek the therapy, seek the rehab, and better yourself.
Hire a chauffeur.
Well, that's another thing. Now, the reports were that he didn't want to hire a driver ever because he didn't want the driver to know his personal business, meaning he has skeletons in his closet. Whatever that may mean, whether it's his addiction, whether it's infidelity, or whatever the case may be, that's the reason why he never had a driver. And of course, driving is also, it's been his greatest asset when it comes to the golf course, but also his biggest fault when it comes to the roads. The irony in the driving. Now, here's the funny part of this story, because there is a funny part. The police report for Tiger Woods' arrest was filed yesterday, and what we learned from it is a little amusing when we get down to it. He told cops he was looking down at his phone before the crash, right? He showed signs of impairment and failed a series of roadside sobriety tests. His eyes were bloodshot and glossy and extremely dilated. Of course, he had hydrocodone pills in his pants pocket, so he didn't have the awareness to get rid of those pills. Throw them into the bush right there. They collected and submitted into evidence. He admitted to taking medication for high blood pressure and cholesterol, right? Plus ibuprofen and Vicodin, right? But this is the kicker. A copy of Tiger's driver's license is included in the report, and it has the words "safe driver" on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where you're
like,
Now, that means Tiger has had a clean record for at least 3 years. His last crash was in 2021, so he just got safe driver put on it. And then they immediately like, now we got to take it away. We just gave this to you, and now we got to take it away.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's ever going to get better. It just doesn't seem like he's hit his rock bottom. You know?
I hope for his sake and his kid's sake that
Who
he
did
does.
he just start dating too? That was making headlines not long ago.
He's dating Vanessa Trump, which is Don Jr.'s ex-wife and baby's mom. And Secret Service told Tiger Woods before this accident that he is never allowed to drive the president's grandchildren ever. And under no circumstance was he allowed to drive the president's grandchildren. And it's not because of his previous accidents. It's because they did the research and investigation and they realized that he is addicted to opioids and he is too much of a liability. And that's another issue as well. But
I wonder
that's
if
enough
she's
of
going to
this.
stick with him after this.
She
Tomorrow's
is.
headlines.
He's a billionaire. He's fine. All right. But that's all we're talking about this. Obviously, our streamers are like, we're out. But so we're going to continue the conversation, do an edition of Yas or Hell Nah, and react to the Masters of the Universe trailer and be back with more right after this. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. All right. Noted. You guys don't want to hear about Tiger. I get it. All right, so earlier this morning we did another edition of Yas or Hell Nah with Justin Spears. It was a good one. In case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out. Okay, man, let's take a moment just to recognize and salute the biggest markup in history when it comes to business. The largest markup ever. You ever been to Costco?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Costco?
The hot dog.
Exactly. The $1.50 hot dog, right? It hasn't changed. It's huge. You get more bang for your buck at Costco for those $1.50 hot dogs than anything else. And the CEO of Costco has gone on record saying, you'll have to kill me to change the price of that $1.50 hot dog. That's how hardcore they were about this is what makes Costco Costco. And sure, as price of everything goes up, we're losing money on those hot dogs, but that's a loss leader. People go into Costco happy and not hungry because they just had a $1.50 hot dog combo.
That's right, with the drink.
Yes. And people love that $1.50 hot dog so much so that Costco has now parlayed that into the bourbon business. Yeah. Yeah. Now you can get a Costco hot dog bourbon at Costco for a limited time. It's called I Got That Dog in Me. Yes. And this is not a joke. This is not an April Fool's.
It's April Fool's.
100%. You can look it up right now. Google it while I'm telling you this because I'm telling you this is legit and it's been flying off the shelves.
When did you find this?
This yesterday. On the 31st. Thank you very much.
That's what I was trying to make sure that you're not getting got now.
No, trust me. I would definitely check all my information. The whiskey itself is a single barrel Kentucky bourbon aged more than 11 years, and it's priced around $85 a bottle, with stores limiting customers to one per membership. So you can't even get two of those. I got that dog in me bourbons. Now, it first appeared at a Costco location in D.C., and once people saw the label, the internet went nuts. Shoppers posted photos online. The bottles sold out almost immediately, and some stores reportedly ran out before 10 a.m. the next morning. The phrase, I got that dog in me, is a meme that basically means someone's got confidence or toughness, and they made the hot dog-themed bourbon even more viral online. And they say the bourbon itself is actually pretty high quality, tasting notes like oak, spice, and marshmallows, so not tasting like hot dog.
It's not hot dog flavored bourbon.
But it's Costco sold and produced bourbon that they linked to the thing that people at Costco love most, the $1.50 hot dog. So they took a $1.50 hot dog and they turned it into an $86 bottle of bourbon.
Yeah.
That's the biggest markup in food court history. So we have to salute it.
Why didn't we think of that?
I'm telling you, you want this dog in you?
Oh no, thank you.
No.
Never mind.
No.
It's $1.50. It's only $1.50.
No.
Yeah.
It's a cheap dog. Anyone can get it.
I'm not hungry anymore.
No, we're done.
We got Yas or Nas coming up next. Stick around. Welcome back to the show. In studio, our special guest, Justin Spears from ESPN Radio, as he's doing one last show today before he flies out to cover our Final Four U of A Wildcats versus Michigan. Ooh. And we're Indiana?
Indianapolis.
Indiana.
Indiana.
So
yeah, Indiana.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, isn't that in? Okay, good. Which is great because you're usually the beat writer for U of A football.
Yeah.
What made them say, you know what, you're the best man we have here? Go out to Indy. I know, but
well, they wanted all hands on deck, man. Because I mean, it's the first time in 25 years that Arizona's been in the Final Four. So they're like, all right, we're gonna send the cavalry
That's
to
awesome.
Indianapolis. So I'm
Yeah,
like, hey.
and when they do that, of course, they're flying you out. They're putting you up in a place. And then are you scheduled to stay till Tuesday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, if all goes well.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, if something goes bad on Saturday, then the company's like, all right, we're going
Get your ass back here.
Adjust your flight and get your ass back on Sunday. So,
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah. No, let's, well, I hope for a long trip for you.
Which has happened before. When Arizona lost in the Sweet 16 in 2022, they were like, you need to adjust your flight. I'm like, well, the first flight out is at 6 a.m. and it's 1 a.m. here. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I was like,
yeah, that's fine.
Looks like I'm getting on a flight in 5 hours. Cool.
Yeah, like, we don't care. We're not the ones losing sleep here. Yeah. But no, you know what? I'm wishing a long trip for you. I know it's gonna be a long trip for you. Bear down, Arizona.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, before we wish Justin well off on his adventures, let's do another edition of.
Is it a yes or is it a hell no?
Now, you know how this works. These are hypotheticals that Yas Money is going to throw our way, and it's up to us to let people know which one we would do. What's our first one here, Yas?
Being rude and not returning the shopping cart. So just leaving it in the parking lot instead of walking it back where it goes.
I would say that I used to be this guy, right?
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that.
Why could you see that?
Well, I can see that you used to be that guy.
Yeah, well, I've matured over my
now.
years.
That's
I am
right.
a little reformed,
You're mature now.
Yeah. For one thing, I mean, I had kind of an entitlement for a customer, and I'd be like, okay, you know what? I paid money here, so you get this cart. On the other day, but now that I'm at a certain age of maturity and also just age, I'm like, I need to get extra steps in. This is the only exercise I'm going to get all day. I might as well walk my fat ass to this cart rack, right? And so now I put it back just for the sake of
just
exercise.
for the exercise, not because it's the right thing to do, not the courteous thing to do.
Just to get my steps in. What about you?
Oh, yeah, it's a hell no. I always put it back in the corral. That's where it goes, in the corral.
Nerds do that. All right, Justin?
Hell no, man. We had this conversation with the movie theaters. When you walk out of the movie theater, you bring your trash, you throw it away. That way that person, that employee doesn't have to do it. I think about the people working. If I can prevent them from doing one less, or if I can get them to do one less thing, I'm going to do it. Now, with that being said, special circumstances.
Okay.
At Costco, I always park on the way back. Sometimes that car barn isn't for a little while, but if I see like a stack of carts in like a parking spot and there's like 5 of them, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go and just put it there.
Here's a makeshift little cart.
Exactly.
You're like, that's way too far.
Exactly.
I'm like, that's like a mile, man.
Well, isn't the biggest reason it's if the wind picks up, it's going to blow a cart into someone's car. So that's why you really need to put it back.
Yeah, we wish the wind would pick up in this dry ass state. All right, what's our next hypothetical, Yas?
I'm guilty of this every once in a while. Talking loudly on speakerphone in public, having a full conversation for everyone to hear out loud.
I went to Home Goods yesterday, and I was picking up buckets for beef games, and I called up Rico, and I always talk on the speakerphone. It's like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I never put it on my, I don't know, I'm afraid of getting tumors, right? And so, but then I'm also heated about something I talked about a little bit earlier. So I caught myself literally pacing in an aisle, just yelling at the phone like a madman. Nobody went to bother me.
Same, sister. I've done that before down Target.
I'm like, my business is everybody's
For
business.
real.
You better listen up. I don't need an intercom for this. What about you, Justin?
Oh, hell no, man. That's that's such an old head thing to do, man.
Oh, now you're calling us old. All right. Yeah, I guess.
We need to get you guys a Bluetooth.
No, see, and I would do that too, and be in conversation, be like, I'm on the phone, and point to my ear, like, you're being an a-hole, I'm on the phone. Be like, I don't know you're on the phone. So I don't like that at all. What do you say, Kendall? Do you do this?
It's a yas for me.
Ah, see?
Yeah.
I need everyone to know I'm on the phone.
It doesn't bother me. I think it's pretty entertaining if you do catch someone in public doing it. I know people hate it. People hate this, but I don't mind.
Yeah, no, I was, one time I was, sexy talking to my girlfriend, but she was a little hearing impaired, so I had to be super loud. I'm like, what are you wearing?
Oh my God.
That's effing hot.
What nursing home were you at?
Oh, I date old.
My
You know
Lord.
I date old. You know,
My Lord.
hide your grandmas. All right, give me another yes or no.
Okay. I run into this every time I travel to Mexico. It's like there's no etiquette for this, and I hate it. And it's playing music or videos out loud on public transportation. I can't stand it. I have to be like, Señora, can you? I have to tell her to stop.
That's so weird because
it's 1 in the morning.
If it's one person having a conversation on speakerphone, you're all about it. But if it's a video, a pre-recorded conversation in person, then you're irritated as all hell.
Well, I can hear like if someone's on speaker on a bus and there's like a good cheese man, like if it's good gossip, I'll be like, oh yeah,
right.
I'm gonna listen to that.
What if it's a good podcast clip?
Nah.
Yeah, I know. So what do you say, Justin?
Oh, hell no. I mean, I told you guys, I don't like people on speakerphone. I think it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Especially if they're right next to you. Same with loud YouTube clips.
Okay.
I'm right there with you. Hell
Even
no.
if they're streaming Beef Vegan Presents podcast broadcasts on youtube.com/Beef
and it's your
Vegan.
voice.
But you know what? I was that guy in Hawaii on the beach around a bunch of people watching you guys on the live stream.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's the homie right there.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, Rico was talking about his mustache.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a normal day. Yeah. Kendall?
I'm torn on this one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say was it playing music or YouTube clips?
Either or, honestly.
It depends on the music. If it's good music, it's cool. If it's bad music, nah.
Yeah, but you know what? Even good music through. We interrupt Kendall taking forever to get to an answer, and Yas or hell no to get back on the air. Got breaking news here locally, which is not necessarily the best news, and it could be an April Fool's Day prank, and I hope it is. But
breaking news from Main Street to your street.
I think you just blew this thing wide open.
God, I love the local news. Every summer, they tell me how to beat the heat, and every summer it works.
So, what are we doing? Are we just jumping right into this? Or
yeah, longest intro ever. Breaking news. It looks like an institution will be closing after 75 years. Miller's Surplus announced that they will be closing after 70 years of serving Tucson. And they posted a carousel of photos with the original owner here, who's an old man, obviously. Miller's Surplus was a store that has served. They officially posted this, and I'm saying legitimately because I'll read the comments here in a second. The statement reads, after 75 years of serving the Tucson community, Miller's Surplus will be closing its doors. This has not been an easy decision. Recent internal challenges have made it impossible for us to continue operating, and we feel it's a responsible step to wind down the business at this time. We're incredibly grateful for the generations of customers, families, and friends who have supported us over the decades. Your loyalty and trust have meant everything to us. And honestly, generations of Tucsonians have grown up shopping at Miller's Surplus. We were recently just talking about doing a tap out with them, and maybe that was the final straw. But yeah, they say, thank you, Tucson, 75 years of support. It truly has been an honor to serve this community. Now, obviously, they did post this on April 1st, so immediately the comments are like, this is funny, right? This is a joke, right? To which, Miller's Surplus commented, no, unfortunately. So it looks like this is
real, not an April Fool's. Because I was going to say, yeah, that's a messed up April Fool's joke. But
and this is why you shouldn't do that. And honestly, very bad timing in making this announcement. You don't want to make an announcement like this after 75 years on an April Fool's Day. You could have waited till tomorrow to make this announcement, or you could have announced it yesterday.
Right.
So to announce it on April 1st is like, come on, man. But unfortunately, this seems to be a reality. And, obviously, it's such a staple in Tucson in so many ways. 75 years in business is historic.
That's so sad.
Absolutely historic, yes, and sad. So that's the breaking news, unfortunately, that we had to break and bring to you right now. Miller Surplus out of business after 75 years. Now, hopefully, they can figure it out, and it may be a false alarm, or they'll do something to go out with the bang and wrap it up with the bow and add some closure to such a great, again, life and legacy of Miller Surplus. So we're going to wrap things up with the beef tip after these words. Continuing a conversation on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Yeah, they literally just the other week, Carly was like, hey, yeah, you got to tap out. Miller Surplus is interested. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. I didn't get around to him, but it doesn't seem like that's a thing anymore. We'll see.
Interesting. Well, they said they're going to have a final sale still.
Yeah, like a blowout sale for sure.
Yeah.
This might be a place where I can get a 10-gallon hat and a pair of boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and survival gear.
Yeah, we got to mark our calendars for that.
Yeah. David said, no grill, no shot in the dark cafe, no Millers. I'm out. Well, the one thing that's constant is change, right? That's what they say. But things will come to replace that. The same thing when Masters of the Universe came and went. We all had a good time with that. But now it's back with the reboot. And that's my segue into this trailer that we want to react to. This is the Masters of the Universe trailer. Let's check it out. Oh, they gave him the original hair.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you.
Well, they actually don't have the bangs, but there you go. That's a great school. Slobby Robbie would be hating right now.
Even though I was stuck.
Oh, this right here, this is what Robbie was bitching about when we first reacted to it. He's like, you had an opportunity to brand the MGM thing by using the Sabretooth in it, and they did exactly that.
Is that not it?
That is it. That's not the original MGM lion. That is what they're using in He-Man. So that was smart. That was something that Slobby Robbie legitimately pointed out and be like, hey, if they had that, it'd be a lot cooler, but they didn't. And so I'm mad about that. And so they fixed it.
Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family. And he destroyed our world.
Aliens, spaceships, blah, blah, blah.
Was that Matthew McConaughey?
No.
Oh.
It's all my fault. I know how it feels to fail.
Stop them.
Love to interest.
And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall.
Right. Right. I have this innate ability, welcome back to Beefy Presents, to be able to tell if a movie's going to suck or not by the trailer. Sometimes, they make good trailers. I'm watching this Masters of the Universe trailer right now on the podcast broadcast, and unfortunately, I know this movie's going to suck really bad. It might be historically bad, and what they're doing, and everything. Every superhero or reboot has to do with aliens and spaceships. It's all Star Wars, and that stuff, wasn't necessarily true to form. And they try to modernize it by making everything Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like, it does suck. I mean, there's certain nostalgia bombs that they'll have in there, and Skeletor looks cool in the Masters of the Universe trailer, but the rest of it, you could tell it's going to be cheesy.
Yeah.
And, that's not cheesy. That's cheese D. It rhymes with sick.
Gross.
And yeah, it's not good. And so, I mean, at least we're getting some blockbusters coming out this summer. It seems like last summer there was a void. We weren't really getting those kind of big movie blockbusters, those larger than life type of big budget films. And I think, obviously theaters suffered for that. And we suffered for that because, especially in Arizona, beyond being in air conditioning and swimming and barbecuing, another way that we pass the time in a comfortable manner when it's 140 degrees out is we go to the movies and cool down, So movies is a great way to escape the heat.
Do you realize who Skeletor is?
No, tell me again.
Jared Leto.
Exactly. So we should have just known. Unfortunately, like Jared Leto's a great musician and he's a nice guy to talk to. But when it comes to movies, the guy is kryptonite. He is the kiss of death. And,
No.
and so you could take a bad movie and add Jared Leto. And then all of a sudden the conversation is worst movie of all time. That's what he did with Blade Runner. I mean, this guy is on a historic losing streak. And his Hollywood stock value is like rock bottom right now. So even though you can't even recognize him as Skeletor, you could guarantee that it's going to be so bad just because he's attached to it. And unfortunately, That's my feeling on that. And I hope I'm
Same.
wrong for the sake of, your childhood, my childhood. I hope I'm wrong, but I have a feeling I am not. Well, unfortunately,
I agree.
Yeah, that's all the time that we have on the podcast broadcast. We'll run a little overtime and do TikTok tells me for those of you who missed it earlier. But again, tomorrow night, Beef Games, St. Philip's Plaza, Union Square. We invite everybody to come out and enjoy the show and even participate if you want to win some prizes. You don't even have to play the games to win prizes because we have so many tickets and gift certificates and hookups to give you. One night only, St. Philip's Plaza at the Union. It is 7 to 9 and sign up starts at 6. The entire Beef Vegan Presents crew will be out there. It's going to be a fun time. Music provided by your girlfriend's favorite DJ Looney. Yes.
Looney.
So I encourage you all. I'd love to hang out with you tomorrow night at the Union, and I very much look forward to it. We got one more show to go this week. That'll be tomorrow morning where I'll continue to give away tickets for Cypress Hill. But until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When
See you tomorrow.
Upon a side of beef,
Yeah, and then we'll fast forward a bit.
Come and end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Babuski. Had to throw in a Babuski. Should I say Babuski tomorrow night?
Yeah, when we end it, when we wrap it up.
Yeah, I guess I'll send that outro song to Looney. But nah, because he plays music after we're done. What are you going to say before I play these clips?
Isn't the Beef Games 7 to 10?
No, 7 to 9-ish.
Oh, okay.
9-ish. It ends hard at 10. Anything after the games are done is going to be music by Looney, and we're hanging out, taking pictures, and everything else, depending on what the turnout is. But we are slated pretty much 6 to 10. Is when we're slated. The show itself is a 2-hour show. With the amount of games and giveaways that we kind of have it scheduled throughout those times. Of course, Disneyland tickets up for grabs and a bunch of other stuff. $100 gift cards, just Visa gift cards. Union is hooking us up with $200 in gift cards. Tucson Games and Gadgets, $200 in gift cards. Transit T, $100 in gift cards. Actually, $200 in gift cards because I'm also going to have $10 gift cards from Transit T and a bunch of just free drinks. Transit's going to be on site. Tucson Foodie's going to be on site. Tucson Games and Gadgets going to be on site. Let's see, $100 adult expectation gift card. There is a show tomorrow in the morning, and then a show later that night, and then no show Friday. So that's pretty much it, dude. Yeah, you know what? And honestly, Jose, maybe I will allow you to play or do the outro for us. So lots of things. And honestly, it's not a one and done. So you can win multiple prizes throughout the night. And that's something that I'm excited to do as well. So it's going to be good. In fact, I have a meeting that I got to do right after this. So we're going to do a little bit of overtime on the stream for all the streamers out there and you guys watching, not live, but on demand. I appreciate you as well. Don't forget to hit a like and a reaction on our video and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. User reports and situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call at 600-KFMA, 600-5362. And if we agree your life is F, we may hook you up with something like a pair of tickets to see Chevelle at the Pima County Fair. And before we get into the emails, I noticed you're filing your nails. Do you actually have nail clippers on you?
No.
Ah, damn it. So last night, this is my F My Life. So if you look at my hands, I have some nails that are clipped and then some nails that are not.
Hold on. Obsessed. I'm so obsessed with your hands and your nail beds. Like, you have such nice hands.
Stay focused.
I can't.
So, okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to clip my nails, but I'm like going to the bathroom as well, number one.
Oh.
So, yeah, I multitask. So I'm peeing and I'm clipping my nails over the toilet. So the nails, so
they fall into the toilet.
Yes. And then I can just flush the nails away, right?
Interesting.
But while I'm doing that, the nail clipper broke, and the little piece that holds together the handle from the nail clipper drops right into the urine-filled toilet. So I had no option but to just flush it. And now I'm out of nail clipper, and I have a couple clip nails. And then a bunch of long nails.
You're going to bust your plumbing too. What the hell?
I rent. It's fine. So, but F my life, what do you say?
FML, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have future problems. So, yeah.
Oh, and I got to buy nail clippers, another set. No, it's the only ones I had. I'm like, no. Oh, no. It's
That's funny.
Baby.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big baby.
Whatever. I don't even know where to buy nail clippers. All right, here's our
Girl,
next.
the store.
Fine. Here's our next F My Life, sent to me by Trevor. Trevor said, Beef, at the store, I heard a kid complaining about getting braces. And while I was saying thank you and bye to the cashier, his grandma must have seen my slightly crooked teeth. She pointed and said, without them, your teeth will look bad like that man's. And everyone around looked.
Oh, no.
F my life. We'll start off with Kendall on this one.
FML. Granny, catch these hands.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right, what do you say, Yas?
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Why are you talking to me like that?
I know. That's messed up. Like, I wasn't even in this conversation, and you point me out and make my insecurities that much more. Like,
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, I would have punched the kid. I think in that situation, just punch the kid.
No.
Okay,
Instead
don't
of the
punch
granny?
the kid. Yeah,
Punch the granny.
It's immoral to punch a granny. You might kill a granny. Punch a kid. They bounce back quicker.
Save
All
a
right.
granny, punch a kid.
Yeah. Next up, my life sent to me by Vanessa. Vanessa said, I work as a phone agent at a call center, which frequently brags about their awards as the best workplace ever because of their working conditions. In reality, we have to suck it up and ignore the burnouts from burn calls with Karen customers. And with the wage I get paid, I barely make ends meet. F my life for Vanessa. What do you say, Yas?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. What do you say, Kendall?
FML.
Yeah, for sure. Time to start looking for another job. Good luck to you out there. All right, next email sent to me by Ethan. Said, I looked down while going number one, and I could only see my belly button. Wow. I'm fat now.
Oh. Oh, my gosh.
Just know that you still have one down there, Ethan, even though you can't see it. But is that enough my life, Kendall?
Oh.
I'm gonna be positive and say no because
nice.
this is fixable.
Okay, that's good.
This is temporary.
I think
It's
you're
gonna be
saying
okay.
you're saying no, big baby, because say if you were in a situation with Ethan, you don't have to make eye contact. You know, you look up and you just see like a shelf there, and so sometimes eye contact can get weird, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you're getting paid for a job, then yeah, that helps.
I'm just saying, I mean, that's a benefit for dating a fat guy. All right, what do you say, Yas?
Work on it, big baby.
Okay. All right. Next up, finally, sent to me by Maya. She said, I discovered my children had found my vibrator and then buried it in the cat's litter box. That's my life. Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
They're kids.
Yeah.
Big baby. Find a better hiding spot.
I guess so. Get a new vibrator.
Yeah, I think big baby. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They said big baby. No, I mean, I know that you're out of vibrator and that sucks, Maya. So I suggest that you come out to Beef Games tomorrow night at St. Philip's Plaza because you can win a $100 gift card to Adult Expectations.
Ooh,
And you can get a list of accessories. That's a lot of good stuff for $100 there. Adult Expectations is one of our sponsors for Beef Games. So come out and good luck. Leave the cat litter vibrator at home. All right, final off my life of the day sent to me by Darius. Darius said, Beef, while I was getting it on with my girlfriend, I noticed a large piece of broccoli wedged between her teeth. I have no idea how she didn't feel it, but I couldn't stop fixating on it and started to go limp. I had to cry out, fake an orgasm, then toss the condom real quick to spare her feelings. F my life. There's a lot in this one.
Bro.
We'll start with Yas.
That's tough. That's a little F my life.
Kendall.
Definitely FML.
Yeah.
That's trauma. That's trauma.
Good for you for sparing her feelings, though, Darius. You took
That
one
is
for
a
the
sweet
team.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep those emails coming. beefvegan@kfma.com. We'll hit the reset. Be back more right after this. Okay, man, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. My young friend Kendall here. She's constantly on the social medias coming across the latest hacks and trends, and she is here to tell us whether they are real or to debunk them in another round of TikTok Tells Me. So what did TikTok tell you today, Kendall?
Well, they're not just telling me. I saw this with my own eyes.
Okay.
TikTok creators are cooking with tampons.
That's disgusting.
They are using tampons while cooking to help absorb grease. odors and additional steam.
Okay. Yes.
So, you're cooking up some like ground beef, right?
Right.
Trying to make some tacos.
Look, I understand cooking and having grease and how to properly dispose of it. What you don't want to do is just put it down the sink drain, right? Obviously, that's going to clog things up once the grease congeals. And you don't want to just dump it into the trash can because then it will melt the bag. So the grease is always an issue with people. So they're always trying to come up with clever workarounds.
Right.
A tampon does absorb.
Just slide one in there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of the videos where girls are showing their boyfriends what a tampon does in like a clear bottle of water.
Oh yeah,
right.
How do you use this?
Yeah, and then they freak out, which is fair. I could see it working. I just don't know why, and it just seems like a kind of a grosser alternative, even if it's sterile.
Well, it's not.
It's not sterile.
It's not sterile. So it's a bad idea for sure. It's not
good.
safe.
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
food safe, and it should never be used while cooking. But
Okay.
nonetheless, I keep seeing people open tampons and put them in their cooking pan.
It's a waste of money too. They're expensive. That pink tax is
Right.
real.
Yeah.
So okay, why are they not safe?
Why are they not safe? Because it's not intended for food. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even safe to really put it
It's-
inside ourselves.
Yeah, toxic
But it
shock.
comes with a huge warning about it and how long it can be in there, and bacteria starts to grow. It's just all kinds of. It's a hot mess.
Okay.
It's a hot mess.
A literal hot mess. Yeah. So
Yeah.
TikTok is telling you to put tampons in to absorb grease while you're cooking.
Yeah.
And you're here to tell us, do not do that.
Is that not showing up on your algorithm? Just mine?
Absolutely not. Yeah, it's
Wow.
100% your algorithm for sure.
Wow.
You keep it greasy. Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy too, because I did think, okay, maybe I could see that working, but I wouldn't do it. But now it just
Yeah, the only other thing I see people doing with tampons is like for nosebleed, right?
Yeah,
So that might be better because it's still just part of your body, but it's not for consumption at all.
if you want to stretch out your nostrils like like a gauged ear, like that's what would happen after a while. I wouldn't suggest that either. So
Yeah.
okay, do not use a tampon while cooking. Noted. What is something else that TikTok told you?
All right, it's going to get way less gross now.
Okay, cool.
So this next trend, you ever get super glue stuck to your skin
Yes.
and then you don't know how to get it off?
Yeah.
Apparently, you just use salt and water to remove
No.
that adhesive.
Yeah, you're not believing this, huh,
No.
Yas?
What?
No.
Yeah, because it's like it's too simple, and we would have been taught this in elementary school,
You know how much I use the snail glue?
right?
So
Really?
much that when
Yeah.
it gets stuck on me, I just have to bite it off. I just bite off the
That's
skin.
probably
and then
not
skin comes
great.
with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not good at
Have
all.
you tried other methods, or you just nod off?
Nod off.
yeah. I don't know, man. Messing around with Elmer's back in the day and the rubber cement. Remember rubber cement? It used to smell so good.
No, I don't remember that.
I guess that was an 80s thing. It would be a little like glue boogers. They're crazy. Anyways, they probably took them out of school because kids could huff them and get high off them. But anyways, the point is I would always end up having glue or an adhesive stuck to my hand. And I feel like that if salt and water was the option to get it off, that would have been known and it would have been told to us at an early age, and we've been able to get glue off of our skin this entire time. So I'm going to say no, that doesn't work.
Well, it's partially true. Salt and water can help remove some super glue from skin, but it's more of a rough DIY scrub than a magic solution. So
Right.
it's like, apparently there's gentler methods out there. I have yet to find them. So
Right.
that'll be the next TikTok tells me.
All right, fair enough. All right, so 2 things that we learned today. 1, and most important, do not utilize your tampon in any cooking whatsoever. Seems dangerous, right? And then 2, if you get glue on yourself, you're just going to have to do the Yas Money method and just bite your fingers off.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, all right. That's
Seems
another edition
carcinogenic.
of TikTok Tells Me. Let's hit the reset. When we come back, your opportunity to win those tickets for Cypress Hill of Amphitheater. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I got those Cypress Hill tickets up for grabs. I was looking at Casino del Sol. There are hotel rooms available. I'm about to grab one. Seriously.
Oh.
Friday night, Casino del Sol, I have an amphitheater, Cypress Hill. Sounds like a party to me, and I want to play a game. So let's meet our contestants here. On line 1, we got Kevin. Good morning, Kevin.
Morning, babe.
All right, line 2, we have Chance. Good morning, Chance.
Good morning.
Now, Chance is already almost talking himself out of this game. He's like, what is the game? I don't know if I'm fit for it. Every game you're fit for. Same thing as for beef games tomorrow night when we give out all those tickets and prizes. Everyone can play the games and potentially win the games that we design. You don't have to be a brainiac for these games. All right. With that said, it is Cypress Hill, so we do have a theme. All right. It's time to play a stoner edition of Survey Says. So we asked 100 people who were probably high certain questions. All right. You have to buzz in with your name and attempt to give me the number one answer on the board. If you give me the number one answer on the board, you get a point. But if it's not the number one answer on the board, your opponent has an opportunity to steal the point by giving me an answer that's higher on the board. Think Family Feud, but with stoners. All right. With that said, are you guys familiar with the game and are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Buzz in with your name if you think you know the number one answer on the board. We asked 100 stoned people. Name something people suddenly find fascinating when they're high. Chance.
Food.
Number one answer on the board is food. Look at Chance. Chance is like, I don't know if I can do the game, bro. Number one answer right out the gate. 35 people said food. Music was number 2. Cartoons number 3. All right. Next.
I was going to say my own thoughts.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's number 5.
I was going to say the sky.
That's number 4, dude. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Moving on. Buzz in with your name if you think you know the number one answer on the board for this one. We asked 100 high people. Name something people eat a lot of when they have the munchies. Kevin. Sweets. Coming in number 3, candy, sweets. Good answer. But I have 2 answers above that. Chance, if you can give me an answer that's number 1 or number 2, you're going to steal the round. What say you?
Let's say pizza.
Number 1 answer on the board, dude. Yes, 2 for 2 for Chance, man. All right, there we go. Moving forward. We got a few more rounds, so no worries. But Kevin, you do need to get this point to stay in the game, okay? All right, here we go. Pressure is on. We asked 100 Rastafarians, stoned out of their mind. Name something someone might forget when they're high. Chance buzzed in first for the win.
Contact info.
No, that's the first miss by Chance. Kevin, you got an opportunity to steal this round and stay in the game. Give me anything, 1 through 5. Name something someone might forget when they're high.
Where their keys
are. Number 5 answer on the board. Good enough to get that round. All right, so 1 point there. What they were saying, the number 1 answer on the board. All right, here we go. Moving forward, scores 2-1 Chance. If Chance scores another point, he's going to win this game. So you need to come from behind here, Kevin. We asked 100 fish-following hippies who are high off their ass. Name something people say while high that makes no sense.
That makes no sense?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Kevin. Did you see that UFO?
Did you see that? Did you see that is on the board? Number 4 answer on the board. Makes no sense, but okay. All right, Chance, you have an opportunity to steal if you give me anything higher than that.
What time is it?
Number 3 answer on the board. What the? Yes. Oh, with the score of 3-1, we got ourselves a winner in Chance. Look at that. All right. But Chance, before you celebrate here, your fate is in Kevin's hands. All right. So sore loser rules are on the line. All right. So is there anything you want to say to Kevin before he makes his decision on whether or not he wants to give himself a second opportunity to win these tickets? I am not doing a show on Friday. I am doing beef games on Thursday night where you guys can win these tickets. But with that said, there's only one other opportunity to win these tickets. So what do you want to say to Kevin, Chance, that might make him sway your way?
Well, Kevin, I've never been to a concert before. I think Cypress Hill will be a pretty sweet first concert.
Oh, he's a concert virgin looking to pop his stoner cherry.
Wow.
With Cypress Hill Ava Amphitheater.
Wow.
I've been to the fair concerts, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't really consider those.
Those are dope concerts too. I mean, I would consider
yeah.
that. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's like saying I'm not a virgin. I slept with an ugly chick. No, you're not a virgin. Yeah. Or I mean, you know what I was saying. All right. Anyways, Kevin, what say you? Is Chance going to walk away with these tickets, or are you going to apply sore loser rules?
See, the last couple of times I've lost, I did the sore loser rules, but this is his first time getting through and playing the game, so I think I'm going to be nice today.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, Kevin, I'll tell you this much. I mean, we are giving away another pair of tickets for Cypress Hill. That'll be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So you keep riding with us. That's another opportunity to win. But if you guys want to win, then join us tomorrow night, Beef Game, St. Phillips Plaza. That's the Union from 7 to 9 because we're giving away thousands of dollars worth of prizes, okay?
All right.
Nice. All right. We're going to reset. Be back more right after this. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA.